So I thought about schooling everybody tonight, and this is real talk. This is shout out to all my married people, husbands, wives. Listen to me and really listen, because this is the biggest and best message I'm ever gonna give you. When you get married, you legit get married. Your husband is your husband, your wife is your wife, and those are the only two people that matter in that relationship. You cannot listen to your mother, your daughter, your father, your best friend, or none of that. Yeah, you can go to them and you can vent to them, and that's fine. That's okay. But listen to me, to all the outside people who are not the married people. Don't give any advice. You have no clue what this relationship is really going through. Because at the end of the day, they only telling you their side of the story. That's all they're capable of doing. That is the only thing they are humanly possible of doing. They can tell you, I'll keep it real, blah, blah, blah. And they may try their best. But at the end of the day, it's just their side. Your input could very much be the biggest part of the problem. If you're a mother or a best friend or a father that somebody really, really cares about and values their opinion, and you constantly telling them, I agree with you, she ain't good enough for you, or I agree with you, he ain't good enough for you, this person may take your advice. If there is not any abuse, let me change that. If nobody is not being beaten, if nobody is not being verbally abused, if there's not abuse in a relationship, if they're just having their own marriage problems, then stay the fuck out of it. Literally. Because you have no clue. One, are you married? Because if you're not, you really don't have any place to talk. Even if you're married, you don't have any place to talk. But if you're not married, you definitely just don't talk. Just listen. Just listen. Because there's one thing about married people. They go through shit over and over and over again because it's a marriage. So it means it's a lifetime, which means a lifetime you go through changes. And if you go through changes, then you're going to always be going through shit. You cannot act like because they're always going through shit that this is the worst thing ever. No. Because let's think about it. How perfect are you? Yes, you. The one giving advice. The one who knows it all. The one who XYZ. Now, don't get it twisted, because you probably have the best intentions. I'm talking about, you mean the best for them. You would never want to hurt them. Ever. That's just not something that you would do. The second you open your mouth and you agree to either one side, you have literally damaged that marriage in ways you didn't even know. So some people aren't strong enough to not listen to the outside voices. Most people aren't strong enough to not listen to the outside voices. So they're going to hear your voice. Your voice will linger on. In a marriage that maybe could have possibly worked, a marriage that maybe could have possibly should have worked, could not work because your voice was the one that was lingering in, that gave them that final okay to give up when they should have kept trying. Let's just say I'm feeling some type of way. But who am I? Just somebody who's been married for almost 10 years. Good night.